Hey, what's going on, guys? So I decided to do this vlog this morning from my kitchen, and the reason why is because I wanted to show you something. Well, I actually didn't have to come into my kitchen to do it, but the lighting is so damn good in here. Look at my beard and look at how awesome my hair is right now. Anyways, um, today we're going to talk about protein bars and how they can actually screw you up as far as recovering from your workouts, cause more injuries, and why I just don't think they're a very good food. And it's not just protein bars, it's a whole lot of things. And I shouldn't speak about all protein bars because there's a good amount of protein bars now that have some great ingredients in them that you should do. What I'm basically saying is that you should be really mindful about what's in your protein bars. Now, this is a protein bar. I don't want to get sued, so I'm not putting the label on here. But I'm going to tell you some things that you should watch out for. All right. So we've got some things in here that are questionable. You know, we got this protein blend that's questionable. You know, I don't like it very much. It could probably lead to lack of digestion, but that's not what I'm really, really concerned about here. What I'm really concerned about is the canola oil. All right. Here's the thing about plant oils. Plant oils, canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, corn oil, all these things, they contain a high amount of something called omega-6 fatty acid. Now, we know we have omega-3, we have omega-6, we have omega-9. Omega-3s help to reduce inflammation, right? So when we're talking about omega-3s, and this is a company that I'll show because I love the company, omega-3s, awesome. Awesome for you. Nordic Naturals, triglyceride form, omega-3 fatty acids. They will help to reduce inflammation throughout your body. Omega-6 fatty acid, on the other hand, helps to increase inflammation. Now, that being said, omega-6 is not bad for you, right? In and of itself. Omega-6 is not bad for you. Its job is to raise inflammation so that we can heal, right? And so we find those in nature. But we're supposed to eat those in nature in a ratio that's pretty close to each other, like 2 to 1. But the problem is that things like canola oil and safflower oil and sunflower oil, they're found everywhere in our food supply right now. They're found in some of our processed and packaged foods like this. Whoops, just showed the label, getting sued. They're found in our processed and packaged foods. And they're also found in our meat supply now because of corn-fed cattle, cattle that are fed omega-6 fatty acids, chickens that are fed omega-6 fatty acids, and fish and other animal sources that are fed omega-6 fatty acids. So we get an influx of omega-6 already, right? And the more we eat, the more inflamed we become. And it's not omega-6 that's bad in and of itself, but if that ratio gets too much higher than the ratio of omega-3s that we take and put into our bodies, then we're headed for a world of hurt. Achy joints, chronic disease, potential for heart disease, cancer, diabetes, you name it. We can get it because of higher levels of inflammation induced by a bad ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. So what are we supposed to do? Well, first things first is I would limit my consumption of vegetable oils like canola oil, safflower oil, corn oil. I think corn oil and canola oil might be the same thing. If so, I apologize for being dumb. It's 4 in the morning. And other types of nut and seed based vegetable oils, right? This is another reason why we want to watch our wheat and gluten consumption, because there's a potential of being taking in omega-6 with those. Olive oil is actually okay. The ratio of omega-6 to omega-3s in there is actually pretty good. Coconut oil is good, right? You can definitely use coconut oil. So just avoid those nut and seed oils and those grains and things like that that are really high in omega-6. Avoid eating too much of them. I'm not saying you can't eat them, but avoid eating too many of them. 2, you want to make sure you're supplementing with a good omega-3 supplement, right? So I just showed you Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega. If you don't like taking in animal products, period, and you're a vegan, Make sure you're getting it from an algae source or another good source of vegetarian omega-3s like chia seeds and things like that. So just make sure that that ratio is good. And as far as all the protein bars we're eating and things like that after our workouts, well, just understand that that protein bar might not be actually helping you to recover. It might be putting off your recovery for a little bit. Another thing I got to mention here is if you are going to take your omega-3s, the best time to take them is not after your workout, because you do need some inflammation in order to start the recovery process. So you don't want to shut that down. So if you're going to take your omega-3 supplements, take them at least 3 hours out after your workout. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative. It's wicked early. I gotta get some coffee into me. I gotta take a shower and I gotta get to work because I've got tons of work to do around here. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.